Hello there. Today I want to talk about the candlestick formation and how you can use it to gauge the market or to analyze the market. Each candle you are seeing on the chart represents a story or a direction. They are trying to put out a narrative. And if you could read or interpret those narratives effectively, you have a better chance ahead of the people in the market. So without further ado, let me go straight to my screen and show you this type of candlestick and how you can use it effectively on your chart so that you can have advantage over the majority of the people in the market. Okay, on my screen you can see that I have this candle with uh, for those of you that don't even know how a candle works, you understand, a candle typically has two type two features, you understand, which is the wick. This is the wick of the candle, you understand, the wick. So this is the wick and this is the body of the candle. So this right here is the body of the candle, you understand, this is the body. And each of these two things that you are seeing, they have a story that they are trying to tell you, and if you could read this story very well, you'll be ahead of the majority in the market, you understand. So this is typically the features of the candlestick, the wick, and some people call it shadow, while some people call it wick. You understand? We are still saying the same thing. So now, this is the strength candle. Why is this strength candle? It is strength candle because the body is very large. You understand? It has a very large body. So whenever you are charting and you see this type of candle printing maybe from the demand zone or a supply zone, it signifies that the market has gained momentum and the likelihood of the market continue in that direction will be very high. The chances of the market continue in that direction after the market print this type of strength candle from the supply or from the demand zone is very high, you understand. So whenever you see this type of strength candle, it means that okay, the market will likely continue to the printing this type of strength candle to the upside, you understand. So this is how this thing works. So maybe from this demand zone like this, it doesn't matter whether it's demand zone or supply zone, they all carry the same narrative, you understand. So it is a strength candle, and when it forms from the major supply or demand zone, the market tends to print more strength candle to the direction, you understand, that the market is anticipating to move to. So that is strength candle for you. And the next candle that I want to discuss is the rejection candle. Some people call it a hammer, inverted hammer, or hanging man. It doesn't matter. They are still saying the same thing. So let's go there now. Let me show you how to use the hammer or the rejection candle. So guys, as you can see, this is the rejection candle on our screen right here. Why is it rejection candle? It is rejection candle because the it has one of the wick is longer than the other, you understand, why the body is short. It is normally short, you understand, and it is named after hammer because it it mirrors the features of a hammer. You understand, a hammer that we use, one of the important tools that we use in our home or in domestic work. You understand, so that is why they named this particular candle after the hammer. And what is the psychology behind this candle? The psychology behind this candle is that okay, we see the market maybe in a demand zone and you see this type of rejection, a massive rejection pulling the market downward, maybe from a supply zone like this, a supply zone like this. It shows that okay, the seller have higher pressure. That is why the candle stop in this format. You understand? That is why the candle ends in this format. So from this zone, you can see that the market, let's say from the supply zone, you can see the market move. There's a strong rejection. The market move downward to this place, and you can see. So it ends with the little body. You understand? So what is the psychology behind it? The psychology is that the sellers have higher momentum more than the buyer. So that is why the candle ends like this. So the next candle that you are going to see. So I'm coming. Let me show you something. Let me. demonstrate this thing very well for you guys to comprehend. You understand? So the next candle you are going to see, let me ungroup this thing and show you. The next candle you are going to see from this place now will likely be another candle forming to the downside, you understand, which could be in this case now, let me color it red, you understand. So because it is on the supply zone, so since there's a rejection on the supply zone, the next candle will likely retrace to 50% of this previous candle, you understand. Sometimes you can use your Fibonacci tool to know this 50% level, so the market will return to this 50% level of this previous rejection, and boom, it will start selling downward, you understand. So that is how to use the rejection candle. And I'll show you another method again you can use the rejection candle, which is the from the supply zone, you understand, from the demand zone. Let me show you from the demand zone. From the demand zone, it is still the same, just need to flip it. You understand, guys? So let me sorry. So wait. This thing is trying to. So So guys, so this is it. From this place, we are going to demonstrate how the demand zone will look like. The demand zone is totally opposite of the supply zone, you understand? So so this is it from the demand zone like this. I will now color this candle red, you understand? I will color it red. So to have a better representation of what I'm trying to tell you guys, you understand? So I'll color it red for the sake of this tutorial. So okay, now perfect. So we have the candle colored red now. So guys, so let's say this is our demand zone now. Let's say this is our demand zone. This is our demand zone. I will have a massive rejection from this zone to the upside. You understand? Massive rejection from this zone to the upside. So what is the psychology behind this now? The story that this candle is trying to tell you now is that, okay, the seller pushed the market to the downside, but they were not powerful enough to hold the selling pressure. So the buyer come into the market and push it to the upside. So we have this candle closing with a smaller body. So now what are we expecting? We're expecting the market to retrace to 50% of this place. You understand? 50% of this week. Then we'll now have a huge buy to the upside with this candle. You understand? So with this candle. So that is how the market works, guys. And if you can deduce this thing that I'm telling you, you are going to be far ahead of the majority of the people in the market. So, guys, please, if you are coming to this channel for the first time, subscribe and share to your friends and family, because I'll be giving out rare gems like this that you will never see anywhere else. So please like and subscribe to my channel. So guys, let's go to another type of candlestick that I have for you guys, which is the indecision candle. So let's go. This is the indecision candle right here. You understand? Why is it indecision? It is indecision because it has both the longer upper wick and longer lower wick with little to no body. You understand? Sometimes, let me show you. Sometimes there will be no body at all. So, and this type of candlesticks, they refer to it. Some people refer to it as a as a dodgy candle. You understand? Some people call it dodgy. So let me let me show you. There are some of the candles, some of these indecision candles that don't have body at all. They don't have body. So some of them don't have body at all. They just like this. Some people call it gravestone, dodgy candle. Some people refer to this one as a spinning top. Why some people call this one dodgy? You understand? Dodgy. Or some people call it gravestone. So dodgy, you understand? and they are all saying the same thing. This shows that the buyers and the sellers are having the same momentum. So the body ends up being an equal body with uh, equal upper wick and equal lower wick. You understand? So this is how this type of candlestick normally ends. And when it ends on the supply zone or a demand zone, it shows that there is an indecision in the market. So at this particular moment, you want to stay put and see what happens from this place. You understand? To be on the safer side, you wait until there's a major breakout from this zone. You understand? So, or major change of character as it is known in the smart trading world or in the smart concept market or smart money concept trading. So you want to wait until you see a major breakout. So this type of candlestick normally forms in the range. You understand? Let me draw the range for you so that you can get what I'm saying, right? So this is a range. So this type of market form in a range. So you to be on the safer side, you want to wait until until there's a breakout to any of the direction. Maybe you want to wait until you see a breakout to the downside or the breakout to the upside. So when this indecision candle started forming on the range like this, you want to wait and see a break of structure to the upside or to the downside. So that is the better way of trading this indecision. Indecision means the market does not have at that moment does not have a particular direction or a particular place to move to. So what you are expected to do as a smart trader, you're expected to wait, mark a particular range in that place, and wait until the market breaks this range and retest it the way some rated traders used to do it. But other traders prefer using the smart money concept to trade this thing. So they want to wait until there is a major market shift. So like this, maybe this is the range. You want to wait until there's a major break. You understand? Major break, which is called market structure shift in trading. Some people call it shift. Some people call it change of character. It is all the same. Maybe the market has been on the downtrend, coming down all of a sudden, and you see this type of range forming with this indecision type of candle. So you want to wait until there's a break of structure, a massive break of structure, before you now think of buying from the retracement or pullback. Guys, this is what I have for you. And if you want to learn more from me, there's a community that is really happy to welcome you to come and join us and learn with us. So I'm expecting you guys. See you next time. Bye.